Thank you, Lascan Corla. I reiterate Deputy Howland's calls here today to invest in Rosslare Europort. This is the 8th time for me to speak on this topic in the Dáil since my election in 2020. And on the first of those occasions during topical issues, I highlighted that Rosslare Europort was the most suitable of all our ports for a wind energy base to be established. And I asked at that time the Minister of State to unlock the potential for Ireland to be the first one to commit to developing Rosslare for the good of the country and our future. On the second occasion, I asked Minister Ryan where was the foresight that would see Rosslare as the country's main offshore wind farm and construction port. I stated we need leadership and decision-making to be followed by the money. And in March 2021, I asked the Minister about the level of financial support that his department would provide to Rosslare Europort to initiate the various studies needed to support an application from Rosslare to act as a service port for the wind energy sector when that support would be forthcoming. And later in 2021, in a debate on the Maritime Area Planning Bill, I stated again that Rosslare Europort is the country's most strategic port and it is in urgent need of investment. Giving taxpayers a double bang for their buck would mean awarding the offshore construction wind base to Rosslare Europort, which would provide the infrastructure required and repair the neglect of that port for the last 30 years by the semi-state organisation Irish Rail. In December 2021, I sponsored a motion which called on the Government to immediately draft an offshore renewable action plan, and this motion was agreed by the House, with Minister Smith, yourself, highlighting that Ireland has one of the best offshore renewable energy resources in the world. We have more offshore energy potential than most other EU member states. In September 2022, in a debate on energy security, I highlighted that at no port in this country is ready to construct offshore wind farms. Rosslare Europort has been deemed the most suitable port, but not one penny has gone from this government's coffers to justify and join the dots. This government has not committed one penny of the taxpayers' money to Rosslare Europort for the advancement of electricity. The 200 million investment from the Brexit Fund is money from Europe. And most recently, earlier this month, I mentioned offshore renewable energy when I asked the Minister of State what urgent actions the Department is taking to address the huge infrastructural deficits in our ports, particularly Rosslare Europort, and what level of funding will the Department provide to ports to prepare for offshore renewable energy. Given all of my campaigning over the last few years, I welcome the fact that in the last week a plan was laid before Dáil, albeit that it has taken this long to happen. And that plan says we immediately will accelerate to designing specific areas of our maritime area for renewable energy production. The resulting offshore renewable energy, designated areas and designated maritime area plans will guide investment and decision making and will complement the forthcoming network of marine protected areas. 1 minute.
Okay.
Rosslare Europort must be central to these plans, and it has been neglected for years. It is the ideal strategic location, Minister, for a centre of excellence when it comes to offshore renewable energy. The plan also says we will prioritise the work of the new state agency, MARA, which will see priority given to energy-related developments in the first years of its existence. MARA, given the plan, says MARA will be prioritising energy and energy-related developments, having the hub of offshore renewable energy only a few miles down the road in Rosslare Europort makes perfect sense. I wish the Minister well. Thank you.